European car, absolute shit build quality. I think the Su7 Ultra overall as a car is amazing. What's your phone?
Xiaomi.
Exactly.
Hi, it's Jack. 想知道澳大利亚车评人对于中国的电车是什么样的感受和看法吗 ？Hi. Alright, finally,
nice
yeah.
to meet you.
Hi,
Nice to meet you.
Danny, Jack, I'm Jack.
Hi, Jack. This is Bella.
Bella.
Bella, say hello.
So my passion was more for speed. However, four-wheel drive has still given me the opportunity to be able to enjoy cars.
I love about cars is from like games
Exactly. Gaming,
Yeah. What car do you drive on a daily basis?
BYD Shark.
Shark. Oh,
You don't even know what that is. You do.
No. Shark wasn't sold
No, not in China.
not in China.
So BYD Shark 6 is not currently sold in China, but they've got the Denza B5, you've got the BYD UA, you've got the, you know what I mean, U9.
Yeah.
You've got all these other vehicles that we don't have in China that I want. So the car market in Australia has shifted quite fast in comparison to, you know, prior to COVID, everyone was buying Fords, Toyotas, Mitsubishis, all of these mainstream brands. But now, because the economy is shifting, they are looking for alternatives, and the alternatives are like your GWM Canon, because they've got GWM, they've got Haval, they don't have Aura, we don't have Way yet. Okay, so we are missing those brands in Australia. The Toyota have got like your RAV4 range. Well, guess what? GWM's also bringing out, you know, they even released the big dog over there in Australia now. So they've announced that they're going to bring the big dog to Australia. Tank 400. What does that compete with? That's a direct competitor for a Toyota Fortuner, right?
Oh yeah.
So GWM has really targeted Toyota. All these other brands that are coming to Australia. We've got Zeekr coming. So Zeekr 009 is now on the Zeekr website. So I love the Zeekr, and I keep talking about this because I think it's a good looking vehicle. Yes, there's other brands that, the Li Auto Mega, the Mega, isn't it?
Yeah, Mega.
The Mega. I don't think that's a good looking van. I like the Zeekr, it's very like square and futuristic. I love the wheel choice they've chosen on it. When I was younger, I used to have always Audis, Volkswagens, Mercedes. I love them, like I don't have a problem, I still love my Euro cars. However, the reason I used to love those vehicles is because they were so far advanced compared to the Japanese cars.
Yes.
You know, the European cars back in the day were way ahead of their time.
Yes.
Heated seats, aircon seats, one touch, leather, beautiful. You know what I mean? Like beautiful clusters. Whereas your Japanese cars are still your traditional green cluster, boring, you know, only maybe one touch down if you were lucky, okay? However, nowadays, the Chinese cars are doing what the Euros did back in like, say, the 2010, 9, 8, 7. So the Chinese have gone, okay, well, we can do this, 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 and this, and this. So I think that's why I'm so fascinated with what cars are coming from China.
So do you own any Chinese cars?
Many.
Really?
Chang Pao, Canon Alpha, Diesel, Tank 500, HEV, we own 2 of them. Tank 300, Tanka Sambai, we own 2 of them. BYD Shark, and a Seal. My wife's car is a Seal Performance. So I really like that vehicle, but I bought it for my wife when we were about to have a kid. I thought it'd be the perfect family vehicle. After having a kid now, I've realized I probably made a stupid choice and I need to buy SUV. So that's why I'm currently waiting for what's coming to Australia. I want something more like the Li 9, isn't it? The L9, yeah, I want that. So that's what the sort of car I'm looking at. Yeah, so the Xpeng G9 is coming to Australia. That's the car I'm probably gonna buy. I think the Li's a bit more prestige and premium.
Yes.
Whereas the Xpeng is a little bit more affordable. We don't get any LiDAR on our cars in Australia. They get removed and thrown in the bin.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on ADAS?
I use it heaps. Love it. Love it.
Really?
Love it. I literally jump in cars without ADAS and I cannot drive without it. Like I think it works really well.
So in such circumstances that on the similar price range, Chinese EVs are offering so much more than all those conventional brands, makers. Do you think they stand a chance?
100%. My whole business model is designed around Chinese vehicles, and it just proves that how much market share the Chinese cars are taking in Australia. European car, absolute shit build quality. I'm sorry to say, if you're listening, Mazda, Volkswagen, you guys are kidding yourself if you think your build quality is good. The door trims, I can literally get one finger and I can pull it forward like that.
and the whole thing nearly snaps. Now, come on. Now you grab a door trim of a GWM Canon, a Canon Alpha, Tank 500, a BYD Shark, you grab any of these vehicles, there is so much more fixings holding these door trims on. And not only are the door trims held on very well, they've also got insulated like little rubber seals or foam pads between the little trim clips and hold it on the door. So you get less like NVH level. So say for instance, like a Toyota, you pull a door trim off, you just get a cheap plastic clip and that's it, right? Whereas on these Chinese cars, they're starting to, you know, come with trim clips that have improved. So all these little things that they're doing, they're improving their cars.
Is there any flaws in Chinese cars?
100%.
If there's gonna be two major flaws, what would they be?
Software. GWM are working very hard on trying to always improve updates. So they are trying to, but the problem with the GWM range is they don't do over-the-air updates, whereas your BYD does over-the-air updates. So there's no SIM cards in our cars in Australia. But the issue with the BYD at the moment, say for instance, is in the towing mode, when you're towing, the hybrid system turns the engine on to rev the engine harder to the demand of what you're towing is. So say for instance, you're towing a 2-ton trailer behind your car, so you have to use towing mode. But when towing mode's on, you can't go above 110 kilometers an hour, and the other issue is you can't use cruise control. GWM has the same issues. Tank 500, the cruise control distance is so far. It's ridiculous. Like it's like 8 car lengths on the closest distance. So, it's just really, really dangerous. So what happens is when the vehicle comes in front of you, it'll slam its brakes on to try and slow the Tank 500 down. So it's quite dangerous. They bring the cars to market so fast and they release them and then they go, oh, we'll make software updates as we go. Which I don't think is a really bad thing, because I would rather get my car, say for instance with this cruise control issue on a Tank 500, as long as they can fix it within reasonable time, I think I'd rather have my car sooner.
If there would be a brand or make that you would want in Australia the most, what would it be?
No, actually no, Danny. The Xiaomi. And
Xiaomi.
I know you would disagree, because like we've had chats about this.
I thought you were talking about all those, you know, utility cars.
No, Xiaomi. What's your phone?
Xiaomi.
Exactly. Okay, so the reason I love Xiaomi is, yes, it's got its flaws as well, and there's a lot of media on the car crashing and doing crazy things. However, it's a super quick car, and I love speed. Bro, for 100 grand, like it'd be 110 Aussie, whatever you want to say, right? However, you've still got a car that's very efficient, super fast. My wife can drive it every day. It's just like the Seal, but 10 times quicker. So, and I've seen, what's that channel on YouTube that does the testing? Decar. They've tested that against the Bugatti Veyron, which broke down.
Oh yeah.
Typical Volkswagen.
Oh, yeah.
Typical Volkswagen.
Oh.
I think the Su7 Ultra overall as a car is amazing. And come on, man, it's their first car they brought. Oh, it's their first model they brought out.
Yeah.
And that's a brand that I love to see in the Western world.
If once in a million that Xiaomi made it into Australia, that Su7 Ultra is finally on the market.
Yeah.
Would the people
That's some shitloads. Shitloads. Like, come on, man, who's gonna go out and buy an RS3? The RS3 still sounds better. A 5-cylinder sounds sick, right? There'll still be people that want the noise, but who's gonna buy that when you've got a vehicle that's pretty much the same price, but it is like stock and it does these times that the RS3 will never ever be able to do unless you go like E85, big turbo, full build, launch control is working perfectly, the DSG box is not slipping.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
You've modified the shit out of your brand new car to try and get it to do what a car does your wife can drive to the shops and make no noise at all.
Byron跟我们分享了很多关于他作为一个汽车行业的从业者，对于现在的中国电车是一个什么样的看法和感受。现在中国电车正在迈向世界，一个国家一个国家的在展示出中国电车的一个特点和魅力。希望在我们不久的将来，中国的电车能够发展的比现在更好。How's your day?
Man, it was awesome. Thanks so much for showing us around Chongqing City. It's been amazing, and thanks for having me on your channel. Like and subscribe to this guy's channel. You Aussies out there, follow him, give him a like.
Yeah, this one too.
He's got some cool content, so, you know, if you want to know what the latest, you know, Chinese cars that are coming, possibly to Australia one day, follow his channel.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah,
Thank
cheers.
you.
Okay, that's it for today, and I'll see you next time.